What's going on, guys? It's time for another vlog update. We got a lot to cover today, so let's roll that intro and get into it. Alright, so like I said, we got a lot to cover today. I've actually been on vacation for the past 2 weeks. So my plan on my vacation was to get a bunch of work done on Frankenstein. I'm going to go into a bit more detail on Frankenstein in a little bit, but I haven't really gotten a whole lot done on it, and here's why. Alright, so if we go outside here, my plan was to do a little bit of yard work, and then the rest of my vacation was going to be working on the Civic. And the yard work ended up taking a lot longer than I thought it would. I basically wanted to get this whole back area here cleaned up, and it does look a lot better than it did. It used to be like stacks of pallets and all kinds of junk back here because I've been using those pallets for my ceiling in the garage. And then I also have these patio blocks right here, which I use to make a stone walkway, yeah, right there, going all the way to the fire pit. That took a long time to do also, so a good chunk of my vacation ended up going towards yard work and also spending time with the family, which isn't a bad thing, but I wanted to do a lot more on the Civic than I did. So when I'm talking about the ceiling in the garage, this is what I mean. So basically taking the pallets and disassembling them, so I just have random boards, and then I did like a whitewash on them and just nailed them up there. So it kind of has that reclaimed wood kind of look to it, and people are paying tons of money for reclaimed wood nowadays, and I did this for free. Anyway, that's it for the yard work type of stuff. I got something else to show you guys. So just before my vacation started, I was parked at work, and we ended up getting a nasty hailstorm again. The weather's been nuts this year, and my poor Suzuki ended up getting hail damage. I don't know if you can see it. It is pretty bad though. I ended up having to go through insurance and all that stuff, which it's taken a lot of time to do that, and they have estimated that there's about $4,200 worth of damage just from the hail. So usually what they're gonna do in a situation like that, when the damage kind of outweighs the cost of the vehicle itself, they basically just do what's called a write-off, and that's when the insurance company will give me money and they're going to take the car from me. They do offer a way to buy it back, so they'll offer you basically a way to buy your vehicle back from them, and it'll be significantly lower than what they've given you, so you end up making some money on top of it. So I'm thinking I'll probably end up going that route. I haven't gotten a call back from them yet on the dollar amounts, but basically the Suzuki's just kind of been sitting, and I went and bought myself a new daily driver, which really surprised me because I wasn't expecting to do it, especially this type of vehicle. Normally I wouldn't be caught dead in a Chevy product, but here it is. So this is my 2015 Chevy Sonic RS Turbo. If you know me, you know I love hatchbacks. It's got a nice leather interior, 6-speed manual. Basically everything I wanted in a daily driver, because let's face it, the Suzuki is slow and it's automatic and it is just no fun to drive. So my wife's gonna get that one, The Jeep actually is going to be going up for sale soon. My grandma actually might want to be buying it because her vehicle was destroyed in the hail as well, so she's going to need a new vehicle. But yeah, I just happened to be cruising by the Chevy dealer one day and I saw this sitting there. And the dealership's actually right down the street from where I work, and they got hail damage on most of their inventories, so you probably won't be able to see it on this one either, but it got a little bit of hail damage. So they gave me a pretty good deal on it, and for a daily driver, I don't really care too much if there's a bit of hail damage on it. Alright, now we're going to get into Frankenstein. We're kind of running out of time. I got to get into town and get some parts before the shops close, and then we're going to head over to Tim's place and we're going to have a look at the Silvia. So we'll have a little bit of an update there, but yeah, let's have a look at Frankenstein first and then we'll hit the road. So as you can see, I have all of my parts here back from powder coating, just sitting on the shelf, and I had wanted to get them all installed. But that hasn't happened because I started taking Frankenstein apart, and I've been dreading doing this because I know everything was going to be rusted on. And I'm to this point now where I only have one more bolt holding the trailing arm on this side. I haven't even started the passenger side yet. So there was this bolt on the trailing arm, which I knew was going to be a pain because on the other Civic that we got the trailing arms from, it was rusted so bad that we ended up having to cut everything to get it off. And this is turning out to be the same way. Now, since I want to keep the parts, I don't want to be cutting anything. So this is kind of the stage I'm at where I'm trying to cut the head off. There's no room to get a grinder up there, so I had to use a Sawzall. I think I'm to the point now where I may be able to get a grinder in there. So that's kind of where I'm at. Getting the brake lines off was a pain because they were all seized in place. But I was actually able to get this one off, so I'll probably end up going with a braided setup over here. And then I wanted to keep this line, but it's completely rounded. So it's been very slow going, and that's why. But I do want to head into town today and get some new fasteners, because the ones that I was able to get off, they're not terrible, but they're just dirty, and I just kind of want to replace everything that I possibly can on this thing so that I never have that issue again, and just to clean everything up. So we're going to head into town now. I'm going to get some parts, and then we're going to head over to Tim's place. Seriously stuck on the highway behind this guy going 80. It's ridiculous. I was finally able to pass that guy. It ended up being a garbage truck with a lineup of like 3 more vehicles stuck behind him. He was just going 80 kilometers an hour and he wouldn't go any faster, so I was finally able to pass him. Anyway, I went to Fastenal, which is usually the place I get all my fasteners from, but they didn't have anything close to what I needed, so I ended up going right to the Honda dealership. And it turns out they don't have the trailing arm bushing bolts either, which is what I'm looking for. But they did have something close to it. They're a little bit longer, but I'm not sure if they're gonna work because the thread I don't think is long enough on these ones. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of thread before I get it tight enough, so I don't know. I'll get them home and give them a try and see how they work, but I'm not holding my breath on this one. Now I'm gonna head over to Piston Ring, and I want to get a K&N Typhoon intake for the Sonic. So I'm gonna see if they're able to get me something.
A few moments later.
Alright, well, Piston Ring was able to find a K&N intake for me, but their price is gonna be a lot more than if I buy one online. So I think I'm just gonna go that route and order one. Probably do that this evening. It'll probably get here faster that way too, because they were telling me it'd be at least 2 or 3 weeks before it gets here. Now I got some time to kill because Tim's on his way out from Winnipeg, and we're going to his place in Morden. That's where the Silvia is being stored right now. So I gotta pick up some tools yet for tonight, so I'm gonna go to Canadian Tire and get some stuff like we need a caliper for sure. And yeah, I'll see you once we get there. Well, it looks like he's here already. Hello, Sylvia. Hey, Tim.
Hey, bud.
What you doing?
Just, I don't know, crap work on an SR20.
It is what it is.
Well, I can't complain too much because this is a functioning motor. It will be a functioning motor when we're done tonight, so.
That's
Can't
the
complain.
plan.
Yeah.
So this motor, let's go into that today.
Not gonna happen.
Oh,
today.
okay.
It's gonna be prepped.
We'll get as close as we can.
Yeah. Not bad.
All right, we got to go on a field trip now to JR Bearing to get some parts for the SR20.
Yeah, we need a drill and a tap because we're making a new line for the coolant supply for the turbo because this block is NA, so it has never had a turbo, and so we're gonna get that, do some custom machining in the block, and in the meantime, while Matt's driving, I'm gonna read a user's manual.
Let's do it. All right, so we just got back from JR Bearing where we picked up what? We got a tap, so that we can make the threading in this hole correct to fit this banjo bolt. And then we will have coolant lines that run to the turbo and hopefully won't blow out of here again. That about sums it up.
That's exactly it.
What are you doing, Tim?
Oh, the tap doesn't fit in the tap holder, so I just gotta customize it a bit. So, I guess you could say I'm
Reaming it out.
reaming.
All right, Tim, tap it.
So we're tapping the hole with our M16 by 1.5 tap. And it's feeling good. A lot of material is coming out. So that means that we're going to have a nice thread to grab onto. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot to it. I'm just going to, spray some cutting oil in there once in a while, and I might even back it out. You think that's a good idea?
Back it out and clean it up. Yeah, we don't want to mess up the threads.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to you once we're done.
Yeah. All right, so we've gone all the way. We bottomed out, so it's now time to back it out. This is the second time chasing the threads, so this will be the final time. It'll kind of clean out whatever was left, little shavings and stuff. I put this tape here to know how deep I was the first time. And now, that is it. So I already tested the banjo bolts in the hole and it threads in beautifully. That's what you get when you buy a really nice high quality tap. So the problem that I had with the last motor is that when I tried to torque this down, I didn't have enough threading here, so I ended up stripping out the threads. So what I'm going to do now for the first time is make sure that I can put enough torque on there to say that I'm satisfied with how tight it's going to be.
All right, folks, my phone's about to die, so we got to call it a night. We're getting pretty tired as it is, and we got an early morning tomorrow, so you can look forward to a more in-depth video coming out about the SR20 and the Sylvia in general, and I'm also putting together a video for Frankenstein. So yeah.
Yeah, get ready for those videos. In the meantime, enjoy this sweet vlog of Matt and his cool stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you guys remember the trimmers that we fixed?
Yeah.
There they are.
In their natural habitat.
Fruit for thought.
Fruit for thought? I've never heard that before. It's food for thought.
Food for thought?
What did you say?
Fruit for thought.
Fruit is food. So, I mean, if you're into that.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and all that stuff.
Yeah, share this with your mom. Moms love our videos, well, ours do.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Yeah, my mom does.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's seen a video. How has my phone not died yet? It was at like 1%.
Should we see how far it can last? Or do you not have a cable to charge it on your way home?
I don't have a cable, but I'm willing to risk it.
You drive a Chevy Spark. You don't have to worry about reliability.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, it's a Sonic.
Yeah. Comment below. Let us know what you think about the Sonic.
Yeah.
Is it cool? Is it stupid?
Yeah, also let us know what you think about the way that we're doing work on this SR20. Because I'm sure a lot of people don't think it's a good idea to put an NA motor into and put a turbo on it and put it into a turbo car. And the way that we're machining and stuff probably have things to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel like we need some negative comments.
Okay, you know what? If you've watched this far, you are a true fan. And I don't know, send us a message or leave a comment below. We'll get in contact with you. And we're going to send you a t-shirt.
I can't afford that.
We can afford to send someone a t-shirt. If they've watched the video this far, I would have turned it off already. This is...
Oh, we're just waiting for your battery to die. So, we're not going to send you a t-shirt. We can't afford that.
Those are expensive to make.
They were.
If you want to buy a t-shirt, we have t-shirts for sale.
There you go, yeah. Buy it, buy and rep it. And people will be like, what the heck is that? I'd be like, I don't know.
My brother was repping his the other day. He had like some family gathering with his wife.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, hey, MT Garage, that's a clever name. What is that? He's like, yeah, it's my brother's YouTube thing. Talking us up, repping us.
There we go.
Yeah, getting the word out.
Yeah. So if you want to represent and be cool at family gatherings like his brother, hit us up. We got some shirts we can send you. They're probably $50 US a piece.
Sure.
We got to make some money back.
We got to make some
Those
money back
shirts.
so we can actually put some nice parts into some of our cars.
Yeah.
Mainly the Furious Civic. That's what all the funds are going to for
Yeah.
the shirts and stuff. So
Every single penny of the stuff we sell, which has so far been like $4, goes directly to that car. Your battery's lasting a long time.
okay, I'm gonna call it. Okay,
No,
see you next time, guys.
No, 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 no.